stuck in it, like inches from his eye. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about Unending Coil of Bahamut, because the fight design is really cool. Like I've been seeing various stages that are revealed through, like YouTube videos and stuff. And there's a lot of really interesting and clever things that are happening with this fight. But, none of us are even remotely studying it like we're going to be setting foot in there. None of us.
I'm not even doing that. So.
Well, but have you been even keeping up on the fight or the world first race? Like, did you have any investment in it?
Not specifically, but that's because I kind of I don't know. It's been a tough battle with myself wanting to know, but then also kind of wanting to be surprised if I ever do actually get there.
That's kind
just because
of fair.
Because it's such a cool and unique fight from what I'm seeing. But I don't want to watch the kill video basically because I don't want the entire thing kind of
to get spoiled. Yeah, no, I kind of get it. The thing I think the thing that I keep seeing that it really impresses me are these sort of like really clever and inventive ways that they're interacting with the player space and the players in the battlefield. There's one moment where it looks like it's a wipe and then it's not. Like it's I think it's like a battle res that happens, but it's an event that happens.
Oh, it's like a story battle res?
Yes. And the way that they did it, or at least the way that video made it look, was just like, wow, that was actually really, really fucking clever, and I wish that we had seen more stuff like this in other places. So, I mean, and Nika, I do appreciate that, you've tried to remain a little bit unspoiled for it. But I mean, are you looking forward to challenging it? Like, when do you?
I am, but I feel like it really depends on, 'cause let's be fair, everybody's interest in this game is dwindling, even my raid group. So we've gone into X Death a couple times, and I just feel like every week we're like, yeah, okay, let's go in for 30 minutes, let's go in for an hour, and then let's not.
There doesn't seem much of an urgency there, right?
Yeah, there isn't, and I feel like
is that a marked difference, sentiment difference on the part of your team?
It is. I feel like 1 through 3 we all really cared about clearing, and then once we cleared 3, we're just kind of like, okay. And so I don't. It's hard. I don't know. I really want to do it, but I can't see myself doing it until probably Echo. At least until Echoes come out for the current stuff. God. I don't know if they'll put Echo in on Unending Coil, and I hope they don't.
Well, but here's the thing, though, is that if you're already experiencing demotivation at 4, what happens at the next turn? When the next turn of the raids comes out?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Are you talking overall that the future of the group is uncertain?
I don't want to say that. I don't want to speak for people in my group. But I just feel like our motivation as a whole team has not been as high as it was during the last 3 turns.
I mean, I think but I don't think you're alone. I think that, and that's the point that I'm driving at, is that, if and again, Nika, if you're I would say, you're the most dedicated out of the bunch of us, and we're all very big fans of FF14. For as much as people want to say that we're not anymore, that, I think that this is indicative of a real problem, where if even Nika is pretty checked out of the fact that, there's a big world first progression race going on. Never mind. Do we want to talk about the winning winning raid group?
Yeah. Does anybody know their name? Anybody?
From what I've heard, they have not come up with a name. So
how are you gonna you had a month to come up with something.
Let me tell you what I've heard. Okay, when it was cleared and everyone came on, they're like, oh, hey, someone cleared. What it seems like is it was 6 out of 8 people belonged to the old world first group in Japan called Lucrezia. So
let's call them Lucrezia.
But they don't want to be called that because that group has been officially disbanded, and 2 of their members were not from that group.
Oh, okay.
Well, and so
then come up with a new fucking name then.
They've had a fan dubbed name, Insomnia, which they also apparently hate because I think that implies that they did not sleep to clear this, and I don't think that they want to be associated with that.
Well, yeah, that's very important.
If you don't want to be associated with it, come with a name.
I don't know. They didn't come up with it themselves, and so I don't think they like being called that.
Okay, all right. We're gonna give them a name. We're gonna give this raid group an official name, because They don't. You know what? You only get so much choice in the name that somebody.
Shit dongles.
And it's been over a month.
Yeah, and you can't just reject titles. So here's the thing. We've got what? 180 people watching us. All 180 people need to start referring to this group immediately as whatever we decide. And I think,
should we let the chat throw some ideas out?
They already are.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty.
Bahamut butt plug.
See, I'm pretty partial to calling them the Spaceys.
The Spaceys?
The
Spaceys. Kevin Spaceys.
The Kevin Spaceys. That's what I think. I think that that's a really appropriate name for them. And I think that they should be proud to wear that name, too.
Why?
I don't know. Because, I mean... Because they're... I'm in some small way implying that they make passes at 14-year-olds.
I think that we should... Look, these guys...
Wow.
Nika nailed it. Oh, sorry, guys. You are forever known as the Spaceys.
But
and
wait.
Here's the problem. If you ever want to disassociate yourself from that name, you've got to change your raid comp. Someone's got to go.
I think, look.
You're now the Spaceys.
They are champions, guys. They play at the highest level of play. Not unsimilar to the Red Sox. I think we should call them the Brown Sox.
No.
Spaceys.
Okay.
I think the Spaceys is already stuck.
Yeah. That was a swing and a miss, Kahlo.
That was a poop shot joke.
I will say
you should have realized that the moment had passed. You weren't going to get any laughs. Nika had already stolen the punchline. She got away
on accident, by the way.
She nailed it.
I think that
nailed it.
I think that was the biggest thing. I didn't want her to have it.
Yeah. See,
and
too bad it's mine.
But now you can make it worse because she didn't do it on purpose. It was an accidental.
But
you know what? I think making a fool of myself was worth taking some of her thunder.
You didn't take any of it.
I took a little bit.
So everyone we're all agreeing. Everyone calls them the Spaceys. Yep. So congratulations go out to the Spaceys.
World first.
For their world first group. And let this be a lesson to you. Actively choose your own name.
Can we now also make fun of the people that thought it prudent to put up world second and world third videos?
Yeah, you guys are fucking losers.
Get out of here.
I googled
you guys are losers.
You have no accomplishment.
I think that's still pretty cool.
Fuck them. You losers.
Stupid.
You stupid assholes. Why would you even post a losing video?
Look,
that's just proof. That's just right.
It's
not
still server first.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's server first. If it's not world first, it's not fucking first.
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah, exactly.
Ricky Bobby.
Fuck them. Fuck them and their losers attitude.
You know what that is?
You suck at everything.
You suck at FF14. Go delete your characters. Drop all your fucking gear because you don't deserve
The
it.
only person that matters are the Spaceys.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys just look like you're asking for a participation trophy.
That's right. So if you're not the Spaceys, I don't want to see your fucking clear video because it means nothing. Yeah, delete your Twitter, fucking pack up the YouTube videos. You're done.
You're done, Claude.
Fucking done.
I will say I wasn't so checked out of the race, and the fact that I did see that there was it was either an NA or an EU group. I want to say it was probably an NA group that actually had to post like a formal withdraw from the world first race on Twitter because people were I'm not kidding.
Fucking losers.
I can't remember whose Twitter it was. I should find it again.
I need to
formally withdraw from World First. Thank you for everyone. Basically, there were people that were actively like following them and like investing time into them, and they're like, "We're so sorry." But basically, I think
did they lie about doing it?
No, what it sounded like is they had all taken off a week of work, all of them, to play 100% of their time. Okay. So like they had been doing nothing but like eating, pooping, and playing this game. And I think that they're like, but we all have to go back to our work. We cannot take off longer than a week. And they said, so unfortunately, we have to back out of the race.
Fucking losers.
What? That is so fucking unnecessary.
But there were people that were responding that they were like mad. They're like, I can't believe I like watched you for an entire week and you're not going to even try. Like,
you know what your response to those people is? No.
We're just not doing it every second of our time.
Your response to those people is fuck you. We are human beings. Go eat a dick.
Well, yeah, that's basically what they were, but just formal, like nicely. They're like, we have to go back to work.
No. How about this? You just stop and you go do something else and you don't fucking mount an apology campaign when you have shit other than a video game to go do.
Kuki found it. Angered FC. That was it.
Well, fuck them. That's stupid. That's the dumb. Let me pull up this tweet.
It's really boring.
And someone's like, "Oh, well, you made a bad decision taking 2 weeks off for all the normal content, but only taking 1 week off for this content." Like, they're like, "We can't take more than a week. We have
actually, dude. Some of these replies are ridiculous.
Oh, the replies.
Oh, read some.
I mean, I'm on the spot here, but yeah. I mean, some of them are pretty stupid. But yeah,
doesn't surprise me.
And still, they're not going to like stop trying to clear it. They're just like, we can't spend 24 hours doing this anymore. So,
they're losers. So, why do?
But to be fair,
why do I care? Why do I care about anyone but the Spaceys at this point?
To be fair, at least the Angered FC had the foresight to realize they were not going to be first, so they just were last with everybody else.
Yeah,
that's smart of them.
They're not even across the finish line yet.
They're still last, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's last.
Doesn't matter.
Except the Spaceys.
Except for the Spaceys.
Praise be to the Spaceys.
The Spaceys.
GG Spaceys.
Congratulations. I mean, honestly, you deserve.
May you ascend to heaven with the other 14 Final Fantasy year-olds.
Okay,
I think you definitely deserve some sort of like golden trophy that
Kevin Spacey's head.
Well, I was
thinking like golden shower.
All right, Strife says this was the FC that cleared Neo X.
Okay, but they didn't clear Unending Coil, which is the important one right now, Nika.
But I guess that's why they had to say, "Okay, guys, we can't do it."
Oh
no, they did not.
Boo hoo.
They did not.
Boo hoo.
They did not.
Nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit.
No. Call us if you disagree. If you actually do give a shit and you want to put us in our place, give us a call. We'd totally take your call. Limit Break Radio on Skype, 810-515-8715, limitbreakradio.com/Discord. You can tell us how wrong we are. I mean,
we're not.
We're not.
No. There are a cool few little factoid things from a previous interview we never got to that I wanted to read over a few of these. So apparently the person in charge said when designing it, there is no way I would ever allow players to restart the battle halfway through, similar to how they do with X-Death. I appreciate that.
Good.
Right? The ultimate battle shouldn't have like a halfway through button
or
whatever.
Checkpoint. Radio.
They said the whole fight is basically about just dealing with mechanics, so there's not really much of a DPS check except at the start. So if you're not clearing it, that just means I think down to a fundamental level, you suck, right?
That's right.
Just ignore. Yeah,
it's a math. It's a math problem. It's a math problem.
Yep.
You suck until X equals
good.
Yeah.
Until X equals good.
There you go.
Back in the planning stages, they were having trouble deciding whether or not they wanted to do Ultimate Titan or Ultimate Bahamut for this fight. So it was almost Ultimate Unending Titan.
That'd be a lot lamer, I think.
Well,
that would be
They
boring.
thought that Bahamut was like more iconic.
Well, they just listen. They knew that they didn't want to spike the suicide rates if they put Titan in there. Because I mean, just like after about 4 minutes of Titan, you want to put a gun in your mouth, right? Like, I'm not alone in that. Is that just me?
No, I think
that's probably fair.
Okay.
They did say, however, going forward that these ultimate fights aren't going to be limited to just raids, that they could decide to do something like Titan or a story boss or something like that. And,
or Gilgamesh?
Or technically, Gilgamesh could be an ultimate fight.
Oh man, let's do like a rehash of 2014 and like wish for all these fights that are never going to happen because Square Enix is a piece of shit.
Didn't they hint that Gilgamesh is coming and then Hildebrand? So we'll get an ultimate No, never mind.
I think the thing that kind of upsets me the most is they did say that if not enough people clear Bahamut Ultimate, the fight might have small adjustments.
No, I don't want to see that. No. I hope they never put Echo in it either.
What will not have small adjustments? Vanilla WoW server.
Jesus Christ! Fuck off.
Maybe. Actually, I don't have any.
You don't have any proof.
I don't have any basis for
zero
that.
proof for that.
But I wish they would not have. Well,
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm glad that there was something that people kind of tuned in for, even for just a second. But I think it was just not. It was too little, too late. Unending Coil of Bahamut, there was a bit of competitiveness that I saw, a bit of a little bit of the old FF14 come out for just maybe
a brief second.
Yeah, a brief moment, and then it just flickered away, and that's sad. It bums me out because I think people want something to invest in like that. something that is challenging and
it should have been like the raid that took 29 days to clear.
Right.
Like the raid overall.
Not just one encounter.
So like week 1, like you get through the first 2 fights, and then the week 2 or like this fight 3 takes like another like 14 days, and then the last fight cleared on day 29. That's what the raid structure should have been like.
I mean, yeah. I'm disappointed by the fact that it was one encounter. It seemed like, they could have done so much more, especially with those art assets, that it seemed like a really big missed opportunity.
Well, yeah, I mean, after 29 days, that's it. It's done now. Anyone of the small amount of people that probably were checked into it, that's it. They're done now. Anyone who clears it after this point, no one cares. And people, even like Nika, like this is something Nika wants to try, but like she said, by the time they probably get around to it, the next tier of ratings going to be out.
Yeah, and we're going to be more focused on that.
Exactly. And by the time you do maybe eventually get back around to Unending Coil, you're only going to be doing it for the experience because now the weapons are outclassed again, and you're overpowered from where you would have been for the initial challenge anyway.
So in the end, even though they did put halfway decent rewards with it, because the weapons aren't bad.
The weapons are pretty good, actually.
It feels like this ends up falling into that same hole as
everything else.
Extreme Second Coil.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or even Diadem when it dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. I mean, there is a hole in FF14 where content goes to die.
So what you're saying is we need more casual content?
Yeah, like Second Coil Savage, I tried so hard. I actually joined a static group for it, and we almost had cleared the first one while it was relevant. And then
one?
Yeah, the first one, like 6 or whatever it was, T6. And then all of a sudden people just stopped logging in and static died.
Because people realize what was the point?
And then I've been wanting those titles forever, right? I finally got somebody to just blow through them with me in the FC like a month ago. Out of all that time I've been trying to get a group for it, and literally until 1 month ago, someone's like, okay, we'll just take some FC members through to get all the titles. It's like, it took that long just to blow through. It's
because it's frustrating because I think, we saw so many of these problems developing back during 2.0 and 3.0. And because we said like, okay, this is fine for now, but if it continues like this, it's definitely going to be a problem. And then
it was fine
and
for
then
them
it keeps continuing.
That's what saved the game, right? The game didn't have anything like that. So they put it all in. We're like, great, this is awesome. You've saved the game. Now progress. And instead they're like, but it's not broken. Why fix it? Like, well, but now we're bored.
Dude, I think that there are some very real problems here. And ones that have been present for a real long time that Square Enix just seems totally uninterested in addressing.
Yeah, just because it's not broken doesn't mean you can't improve upon it.